Hi, I'm Antonio Centeno. I'm the founder of Real Men, Real Style. Today, gentlemen, I'm going to give you 5 reasons that I use GoDaddy, despite the fact that everyone on the web seems to hate them. I just do a search out there. Go out there, do a Google search on, what do you think of GoDaddy? And you're going to find that people are calling them literally an evil company. They're saying that, that they're crap, that don't trust them. They're going to destroy your website, yada, yada, yada. When it comes down to it, gentlemen, for 8 years, I've been hosted on GoDaddy. Overall, I have had a good experience. I'm going to explain to you, in a sense, the 5 reasons why I recommend them. I'm also going to throw in the caveats, and I'll throw out a few right now, in the sense that I don't like their Super Bowl ads. Yes, they're sexist. And 2, their owner, Bob Parsons, he does some very questionable things when it comes to, ethics. However, there are 4,000 good people that work for GoDaddy. And these people work hard every single day. And I don't let the outlandish antics of one person or the way that they get attention in a very crowded market cloud my judgment when it comes to this company has done really good things for me. They've delivered fair value, if not more, and have kept my website up. So let me go ahead and dive into the reasons. You guys can make your own judgment, but it's one of these things I just want to be, let you guys know. I get a lot of questions on who does my hosting. We get about 30 to 40,000 people a day now to our website. And the fact that I only pay a few $100s a year in hosting services for that is pretty darn amazing, especially when you look at my site speed. So point number 1, why do I like GoDaddy? Simplicity. Hosting, domain, security, it's all in one place. I like the fact that if I want to upgrade, I can just call them and we can upgrade. I've done that multiple times to different servers. They've walked me through it. I do have a tech guy on my team, Yuri, and Yuri does a great job, and he can call and they can walk him through a simple PHP My Admin panel and the email. Very much reliable. I haven't had too many problems with my email. So all of that in one place. I know that you can shop around and that you could piece things together and get them at a better price. For me as a business owner though, I don't have the time to spend 5 hours doing all this research to save maybe $20. To me, my time is more valuable. I want to give something to my team to be able to run with it. And the simplicity of GoDaddy is probably the number 1 reason that I stay with them. Okay, so number 2, speed and uptime. Now, I remember we put out an infographic, how a suit should fit. I've had other infographics, like how to tie a scarf, and these things have brought big spikes to my website. I remember one day we got about 100,000 visitors to my website in one day. The website did not go down, stayed up. It was a little bit slower than normal, and we had to call GoDaddy and ask them to increase our resources, which they did. But when it came down to it, I was on a $100 a year hosting service, and they were able to handle that huge spike. I've since upgraded to a $300 to $400 a year that I'm now paying for WordPress, one of their higher level hosting services. But the point is there are many people that pay a lot more. They pay a few $100s a month. I have a friend, he pays over $1,000 a month because he gets so much traffic. And for these guys to be able to handle that, my website speed, if you go check it out, 2 to 8 seconds. And 8 seconds are going to be my really heavy pages with infographics on them that take about, it's a full megabyte to download it versus, and site speed is very important. If you're starting a company online, you want to have a fast website. That's one of the things that Google uses in its algorithm to be able to determine whether or not how high a site should be ranked. So, and we've compared this with a few other websites as well. I use a few other hosts. I know that, there's DreamHost out there, Bluehost, what else? HostGator. We've compared and we use a few other ones. When it comes down to it, when I compare what I get at GoDaddy, it's much faster. Number 3 is security. Okay, I'm not going to go into security too deep. I am going to have a checklist that will accompany this video. I'm going to link over to the article. On that checklist, I'm going to lay out exactly what we do on a weekly and monthly checklist of security procedures that we go through to secure our website. I'm not going to give everything. I don't want people breaking into my website, but I think that if you have a website or if you're into this kind of stuff, that you may be able to learn a few things from that little checklist I'll put out. But I will say that they've got SiteLock, SSL. Yeah, they've just got a lot of solid stuff over there. Go check it out. Point number 4 is going to be customer service. Very, very important to me. I want to be able to call at 3 o'clock in the morning if need be and get a human being. Why? Because my tech guy lives in Ukraine. They're 8 hours ahead of me. And so when he starts work in the morning, it's 2 o'clock in the morning here, or it's midnight, and he needs to be able to get a hold of somebody. If I call 2 o'clock on Christmas, actually it was Christmas Day like 2 years ago, my site was hacked, and I could get a hold of somebody at GoDaddy and make things happen. That isn't the same. I've been with other hosting services that only have chat support or have limited hours. Maybe it's a smaller company and they actually take time off. That is a big problem. GoDaddy, again, 4,000 people, not all of them are answering the phones, but I love the fact they are a large company. They can handle whenever there's a whole lot of calls. They're pretty good with responding to, hey, if the entire system is down, they'll let you know. And that goes back to speed and uptime, which I talked about in point number 2. Overall, 99.5% and increased. I think even higher than that, but I'm more than happy with that. So point number 5 is going to be value. When it comes down to it, I have friends that are paying $20,000 a year. I pay a few $100s. I've got about 8 servers with GoDaddy. I keep all of my, some of my companies like Realman, Real Style, they have their own server. Other companies are going to be spread out on different ones. But what I really like is, I've had them call me and they always, they definitely got their plans and their deals. But I would say when it comes down to the dollar spend, I feel that I'm getting a good deal. Now, could I be getting a better deal? And really quick, we'll talk about some of the negatives here. Yes, I could probably get a better deal if I shopped around and if I got my domains at one site, did my hosting at another one. But I've tried using some of those hosting plans with unlimited, and it does not work. They say it's unlimited until you actually start to test it and push it, and all of a sudden they kick you off. So I'm going to go with someone that's taken care of me for the last 8 years. Also, one thing I don't like is that they call me a lot, and I think I need to probably just tell them, put me on the do not call list. But they're trying to sell things. They've got different offers. It only turns out to maybe, I don't know, once every 2 weeks. If I have domains that are going to expire, they try to call me and get me to buy. They also have a lot of discounts, too many discounts. They're almost confusing. And so you get a little bit of a buyer's remorse because sometimes you'll see a 25% discount or a 20% discount. You'll try to apply it. It doesn't work right, or it expires. You're like, hey, can I get this deal? When it comes down to it, I've really accepted the point of view that I go for simplicity. I don't mind paying a little bit more to not have to think about it. And the last thing, I would say is if you disagree with their politics with who they use to sponsor them, with what their owner does, with their stance on China or the internet, then, probably not the right company for you. However, you're looking for just a good value company that I'm going to endorse, check out GoDaddy. That's it, guys. Take care. See you in the next video.